Hello guys, welcome to another video of TCS Baba. So in the last video I have discussed regarding the various roles and responsibilities that a brand new TCS officer who will be joining as Deputy Collector and Magistrate will be handling. He will be handling so many varied roles and responsibilities that itself is a very challenging job. So the preparation, as I told you, is also challenging, not only because of the syllabus but also because of the competition that you guys will be facing. And in that video I asked you guys whether you guys need any tips or suggestion regarding the note making process, the note making. In the comments of that video I received comments from Shravantika Devnath, Jadov Shaha, Devabroto Das, Debankon Naha, who asked for the note making process. So this video is specially dedicated towards the note making process, how to prepare notes for GK, current affairs and also the static portion of the syllabus. Okay, but before I start the video, let me get something clear regarding various comments that I am getting. People are asking especially regarding when is the notification regarding TCS TPS exam will be coming out, or whether this year the exam will be conducted or not. भाई एक चीज़ मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ, आई डोंट नो. I do not work in TPSC. Only TPSC knows when the exam will be held. I don't know when the exam will be held, so stop asking me that question. Whenever the notification will be out, you guys will be knowing. Also, I will also share it with you guys. So exams will be held. It's being held regularly for the past few years, that you can rest assured regarding that. And your work as an aspirant is just about preparing yourself for the exam, and whenever the notification comes out and whenever the exam happens, give your best regarding that. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start this video. So guys, note making. Now the question is, why do you want to make the notes? Note making क्यों करना है? What's the purpose? See, there are basic three purposes of note making. Number one is revising. Basically revising the maximum content in the minimum amount of time. That should be the target of note making. Why? Because just before, let's say, the prelims or the mains, you cannot take out your book or any other source and start reading from that. That is a very lengthy, or bhai wo karoge, you will not be able to revise anything and you will not be able to write anything in the exam. You will just get jumbled up in your head. Okay, so you need a very precise document or a precise notes to revise it in the minimum amount of time. That should be the first purpose of note making. Second, this note should be a consolidated form of so many materials. Okay, your civil service exam, let it be Tripura Civil Service, or even if you are appearing for UPSC, the syllabus is huge. Since the syllabus is so huge, you need a way to get everything in one place from where you can quickly revise. Okay? Revision is the key to this exam, because as human mind you cannot recollect each and everything. इतना कुछ याद नहीं रहता. And with so much of static syllabus plus so much of dynamic GK or current affairs portion, you cannot remember each and everything. Human mind doesn't work that way. If it works for you, then wonders, but normally it doesn't. For 99.9% of the people, memory doesn't work that way. For anyone to keep memorizing everything, you have to keep on revising on regular interval. So revision is the key to this exam. And the third main thing regarding note making is you must prepare the note in such a way that you can build the answer writing skills from that note making. So three purposes of note making. One is revising everything in the shortest amount of time. Second is it should be consolidated. That means everything should be in one place. And the third is it should help in building your answer writing skills. So now let's get into the main topic regarding note making. So the note making is for two things. One is your current affairs portion. Current affairs portion में क्या आता है? your newspaper or any magazine, and second is your static portion, that is the standard books or the reference books and any other materials regarding the topics. Okay, so these are the two main areas regarding which you have to make notes. Now how do you want to make notes? You can make it either offline or you can make it online. Offline matlab you just make it on pen and with pen and paper, and online means there are various options available like OneNote, Evernote, any other note making apps that are available in the App Store or your Play Store, and that can be also be read from your laptop or your desktop. Okay, now which one you should choose? See, what I made is I initially started with paper note making, but I shifted to online note making later. I used OneNote, Microsoft OneNote to make the notes, but I would say ki your retention power, how much you retain from your note making, that is obviously more in paper note making. But the issue here is for various topics news come one after the another, and you have to keep updating the news items, articles or any new facts or figures regarding the issues. So once you start making the notes in paper, after 1 or 2 weeks when you get more facts regarding that topic, you may not have enough space in the paper to write it down, and that makes it cumbersome. So in that place online note making helps regarding making a comprehensive overall notes for any subject. So how I set up OneNote for making notes of Tripura Civil Service exam with relation to the syllabus of TCS exam, that I will show towards the end of the video. So stay tuned till the end of the video to learn how to prepare notes in the best possible way. Now first thing first, you should always have the syllabus copy, syllabus xerox copy with you. अगर syllabus तुम्हारे साथ नहीं हो, then you will be reading anything and everything in the newspaper or from the reference or sources book, which are not necessary sometimes for the exam or which may never be asked in the exam. So that's why you should have the syllabus along with you, be it while reading the newspaper, be it while reading the reference books. Every time you should have the syllabus with you. For each paper of GS you should have separate notebooks. Okay, there are 4 GS papers, GS 1 2 3 4. You should have 4 separate GS notebooks, or I would say कि each GS paper has separate section A B C D. ठीक है, अगर A B C D E, for each section you may have one separate notebook. Why separate notebook? Obviously you can understand कि while revising that will be very helpful, that let's say in one notebook in a very comprehensive way you will be getting everything regarding that topic. And another notebook, one separate notebook should be there for government schemes and another for the acts. Note making is in 2 steps. One is the rough note making and second is your precise final notes. That precise final notes is what you will be revising before the mains exam or pre-exam. Now let's say you started reading newspaper and also the reference books or the main syllabus books. Okay, वो that you have started reading, but don't just start making notes, precise notes there. If you start making precise notes there, then you cannot retain it after let's say 3-4 months. Now once any issue comes up in the newspaper, you start writing few snippets of that in the rough notebook. In the rough notebook, or let's say in OneNote, you start writing about that news article in a very concise and shorter form there. Okay, after writing that, let's say in a week or over the month you get many more news articles regarding that. So from all those news articles you take a few more pointers, you add on to whatever is there. So that rough thing that is there in your, let's say, handwritten notes or in OneNote, that is not your final notes. That is not something that you will revise just before the exam. What is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate goal is to make the very precise notes that you can revise just before the exam. Whatever you are doing right now is not the ultimate note. Whatever you are doing right now is just a rough of the note, but your rough note is actually a very concise notes of whatever the current affairs is happening. At the same time, you will be reading regarding that topic of the syllabus from any standard book, standard or any reference book you will be reading. Now you have to make the precise notes out of that rough note. That precise note can be in A4 sheets, or it can be in the online mode. Depends on whichever you are comfortable. Now the concise notes will be after, let's say, you revise everything regarding that topic from your rough notes, and you have that subject topic already read from the source. Once you combine these two, you can make your precise notes. वो कर सकते हो. Between online and offline precise note, I think the offline notes will help you in retaining more during the exam. But that's a personal opinion. If you feel good about making online notes only, that's also fine. You may take a printout later. There is nothing stopping you from doing that. Now if you are making the precise notes, that is the final notes in offline mode, then I would say it's better to do it in blank A4 sheet paper. So why? Because you can just add on new papers, or if you get again new facts later while studying, that can be added on. How the final precise notes will be? It should be very short. Never write any long sentences in the notes. There should be no long sentences. It should be only short words, terms that you would understand. You are making the note for yourself. Others don't have to understand. अगर तुमको समझ में आ गया, that's enough. No one else has to understand. You have to include all sort of short codes, signs, symbols. If you are making any sort of flowchart, that's also good. That flowchart can be used later in your answer writing. What I am saying is you should make the notes in such a way that you can replicate also in the answer writing. Okay? Another thing is, don't do highlighting in the notes. If you are doing highlighting in the notes, then what's the point of making that notes? अगर highlight ही करना था तो फिर ये बेकार का फालतू का बनाया. It's not necessary. The note should have those words which are important. Nothing more, nothing less. Highlighting, you do it in your book. Another thing is, don't get emotional about any subject or any topic. This is your civil service exam. It has a set syllabus. Questions are asked to a generic or general person. Questions are not targeted towards someone who is an expert of the subject. If you are an expert in that subject, very good. But for this exam, you don't have to be. Let's say you are an economics major and you get a topic and you get so emotional about the topic, you start writing anything and everything, all sort of data, facts, analysis, everything you write. Bhai, nahi chahiye. We need a very generic sort of, but yet should be beautiful enough with certain data facts, which is generic in nature and not that technical. You are not writing a technical paper, so don't get emotional about any sort of topic in the syllabus. Just make notes from a generic point of view which anyone and everyone can understand. Don't waste time writing so many data facts which you cannot remember in the exam. Write the issues, the pointers regarding the issues in the notes, and that only you replicate in the answer. Okay? It's better to do it in a question answer format. Question answer format, why? Because that's how the things are asked in the exam. If your approach towards any issue in the news is in a question answer format, then you can easily address any sort of question that can be asked in the exam. For example, regarding any social media regulations, what is the social media regulation? Who is it affecting? How is it affecting the general public? How is the social media platforms being affected? How is Article 19 related to it? All those sort of question, if you make your notes in that question answer format also, or keeping that question answer format in mind, that will be very helpful in getting all sort of questions in the exam and also writing the answer regarding that, because you will have a ready answer written in your notes, and if you have that thing in mind, you can easily replicate it in the exam. The idea is to make the notes exam centric, whichever exam you are trying to give. Okay? Let it be the state civil service or UPSC, the note should be exam centric, or even if you are preparing for any other exam, it should be that exam centric. How do you get to know what is that exam centric? You just refer to previous year question. तो पहले ही मैंने बोल दिया था कि you should have the syllabus along with you and you should have the previous year questions along with you. These two things should be always with you and you should refer to them each and every time to keep yourself in track regarding the exam that you are appearing for. And so now, how to make any topic or how to study any topic from the exam centric point of view? There are main 4 basic pillars. Number 1 is the premise. What is the premise of any topic or issue? Let's take the example of recent IT Act modification, or a new rule has come up which affects WhatsApp, Facebook, any other social media platforms. You guys might be reading about that. Now, what is the premise? What's there in the government rule and regulation? Now the second thing about it is, what are the issues from that rule? Issues, or what are the issues that are in highlight in the newspaper recently? So what is WhatsApp doing? What is other social media doing, or how is it affecting the privacy? So all these things comes under the issues. The third, the benefits. So what are the benefit of the rule that has been enacted? That is the third pillar that you have to analyze from. And the fourth, what are the solutions? Solution क्या हो सकता है? See, there are issues. So what are the solutions that can be suggested, like the government needs, like the government should have consulted. What are the solutions that can be given regarding that topic or that issue? Like the government could have involved more stakeholders during the consultation phase, etc., etc. So these are the 4 basic pillars regarding any topic or any issue. The premise, what's there in the act, rule, or any issue that's there, or any topic. Second is, what are the issues from all the stakeholders or all the affected person. Third is, what are the benefits or pros of whatever rules, regulations, or any issues that has come up. And the fourth is, what can be the solutions of that. For any issue, you can break it down into these 4 topics and you can make notes regarding that. And these 4 issues will be there in your final note. So before getting to know all these things, see, one news may come up and there may not be certain issues regarding that in that news. So if you start making precise note from the very first day, you may not know all the angles regarding that topic. After, let's say, a week, a month, or 2 months has gone by, you get to know regarding various issues, or what the, let's say, the High Court, Supreme Court is saying, or what the media is saying, various other statutory or legal body is saying. Okay. So once you get all those things in your rough note, you can then prepare the final notes from that. So don't just start making notes once while reading any source, and especially if you are reading the reference books or the standard books, don't start making notes from that. First read it, understand it, read the current affairs. Regarding current affairs, start taking notes, but for the standard books, don't take notes from that. Once you have completed reading the standard books and a sort of current affairs is ready, combine these two and then make the precise notes. So that's the process. So this is just one of the process that I tried to follow, which may or may not be useful to you. You can also go to YouTube and search for so many other note making process that are available. So just have a look at the various methods of making note making and come up with a process of yourself which best suits you and start making your own notes. One thing you should always keep in mind is don't borrow or take anyone else's notes. Those notes are not made for you. Make your own notes, then only you will retain it during the exam and you can replicate the best answer. Okay, so now let's move into how I make or how I set up OneNote and make the notes in that.